Keto and crime, keto and crime. We uncover the grime on keto and crime. Keto and crime, keto and crime. Now is the time for keto and crime.
Hey everyone, welcome to Keto and Crime. Today I've got updates on the two high-powered trials going on this week. I've yet to be able to find either of them being streamed, so I don't think there's as much fanfare over these two as there have been of the ones that went on last week or over the past couple of weeks. But of course, one is the Ghislaine Maxwell trial in connection with the Jeffrey Epstein case. It's not being streamed by order of the court. Just they say to protect the victims, but I think it's more to protect the people that were actually involved in the crime than anything. I mean, you may say, Tracy, you're getting to be a real conspiracy theorist, but that's what I believe. But anyway, it got underway on Monday with a jury selection. Finishing up jury selection, in which originally there were 12 jurors selected with 6 alternates. However, juror number 58 was excused yesterday because of a Christmas trip she could absolutely not reschedule. So that she was excused by the judge, and they are now down to 12 regular jurors and 5 alternates. So the entire panel of 17 will hear the trial, and then 12, just like in the Rittenhouse and the 𝐒𝐚𝐬𝐬𝐢 case, will be chosen to actually deliberate. We also got a sneak peek of what Miss Maxwell's attorney is going to use as her defense. Her attorney, Bobby Sternheim, actually invoked the Bible, talking about how, going all the way back to Eve, men have blamed women for their wrongdoing. So he's really trying to set her up as somebody that was manipulated by Jeffrey Epstein and his powerful friends, instead of somebody that was involved and one of his main purveyors of underage girls for his many wealthy clients. And so he pulled no bones. He's putting Jeffrey Epstein on trial, which absolutely Jeffrey Epstein should be on trial, but he's no longer with us. Whether it's by suicide or other means, he is no longer with us. So it's obvious that he's going to paint poor Miss Maxwell as a victim, and that she was coerced and scared for her life. And according to my good friend Roberta Glass over at Roberta Glass True Crime, he's a true demon in disguise, invoking the Bible and feminism as a defense for what she did. He's contending that she was not someone that went out and found people to, for him to basically sell to his friends, and that it was all manipulation, and that all the blame's being heaped on her because she is the one that's alive. We do know that some of the Epstein victims arrived at court, as well as Ghislaine Maxwell's own sister, who I'm sure we'll be hearing from. Prosecutors still contend that not only was she working with him, she was his 50-50 business partner in this very dire, evil business. So I will keep tabs on this as much as possible by going through transcripts and other things. But since there's no live stream, it'll be a little harder, but I will give you at least 2 to 3 updates per week on the trial. The next is the trial of Jussie Smollett from Empire. Remember, in 2018, he was accused of staging a hate crime in which he had supposedly, allegedly hired 2 Nigerian brothers who were extras on the show Empire and bodybuilders, paying them approximately $3,500 to fake attack him in the early morning hours in Chicago, and he claimed that it was an attack by Trump supporters on him because he's black and gay. Opening arguments began yesterday afternoon about 4:30 Central Standard Time, and 15 jurors have been selected, so we have 12 jurors and 3 alternates. They did make sure to tell everybody that there was 6 men, 6 women, and only 1 African American juror. I don't know what to say about that. I think as long as a person is fair, it doesn't matter what race they are, or what sexual, how I'd be curious to know how many gays or how many of us gays are on the jury. Doesn't matter. They're just going to listen to the facts of the case. And according to what we heard, his defense is still alleging that it was an actual attack and the police have it wrong. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens. And as you remember, that there was a lot of controversy from him back in 2018 when allegedly some letters were sent to the set of Empire that contained a powdery substance with some, cutout letters and calling him a racial and homophobic slur, and that alleged that he was perhaps behind that, as well as this as a publicity stunt to get more money from his time on Empire. He was making $65,000 an episode. He didn't feel that was fair, and he wanted more. So he allegedly staged this attack in January of 2019. It unraveled about a week later, and here we are. So he seemed to be in good spirits in the court, and I'll keep you posted on both of these cases as they go on. I would expect the Smollett trial to be over in about 2 weeks. Maxwell, I think, is going to be running well into 2022. Just my guess. But if you want to get a bird's eye view of the Maxwell case, head on over to Roberta Glass True Crime Report. She is actually in New York and is actually watching from the courtroom. At least she's either going to be in the courtroom or in one of the back chambers watching it on closed feed television. So definitely check her out. She'll be there. She'll be able to give you the full bird's eye view. So she's our eye in the sky. But that's what I can tell you. And it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens. And with that being said, until next time, keep on crime.